Right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekar Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth, and a sincere peace, blessings, and salutations to your Akim across the four corners of the earth that are pushing this knowledge and truth and this sincerity. Right, so Brother Barzar from the GMS Arizona Camp, Lord will, with another quick lesson to edify. All right. And I'm debating whether or not I'm going to actually try to play this video, because it's informative. And I was just on the internet just doing a little bit of research because the spirit had jumped on me concerning this whole MOTB debate that has been going on with, Watchmen for Israel, amongst other camps that is pushing a doctrine that the MOTB isn't what it actually is. They're saying that it's spiritual, it's not physical. They're saying it's sin. Other camps are saying it's I guess their breakdown has changed. IOIC once said it's an embargo. Now basically it's the majority of the camps that don't agree with Great Millstone is saying that the MOTB is sin. Now, through the spirit, I was just meditating on, okay, I'm going to look up some information on what these heathen are saying the future of buying and selling, or the future of commerce actually looks like. What kind of future does this devil imagine, okay, in his mind, of what he want his world to be? Because this, pursuant to Job 9:24, the earth is beginning into the hand of the wicked. So we're currently living under the rulership of Esau Edom. All right. So, out of curiosity, I'm punching things into the search, and I'm saying, what did this devil want his kingdom to look like? Okay. And this is what I found. And the thing about it is what you'll hear in this video aligns with what Great Millstone is teaching regarding the MOTB. All right. And so it's up to you Israelites to be able to discern, okay, between whether or not you're getting fed the truth or you're being fed lies. Whether what you're being taught regarding the breakdown of Revelations 13 and 16 is true, or whether what you're being taught regarding that breakdown is false. It's up for you. It's up to you to discern, man. Because the scriptures tell us, in Sirach 5:15, it says, "Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small." All right. So you're not to be ignorant to these things. You should understand what Esau Edom is trying to do, what he's trying to move towards. What is his end goal? When you talk about how the scriptures talk about how this devil, when he goes to fill his belly, then, he's pretty much gonna vomit things up while he is eating. Going into this devil filling his belly, this step of the MOTB is a huge, it's an absolute, it's a very important, for lack of a better word, it's a very important step that must be taken for him to achieve that. NWO, for him to try to fill his belly in his efforts to do that. He must secure the people under his rulership, under his new captivity, and that's going to be done through his technology. And this video goes into it, okay, and it proves it. So let me grab a few scriptures, then I'm going to just play the video, and I want you to hear it, because the truth is being taught from the men of great millstone, regarding the scriptures, period, but definitely concerning this prophecy that John the Revelator saw in the island of Patmos. Okay, we're breaking it down to our people correctly. We're giving you the truth. It is up to you to receive it. All right, this is Psalms 40 and 8. It says, I delight to do thy will, O my power. Yea, thy law is within my heart. I have preached righteousness in the great congregation. Lo, I have not refrained my lips, O Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, thou knowest. I have not hid thy righteousness within my heart. I have declared thy faithfulness and thy salvation. I have not concealed thy loving kindness and thy truth from the great congregation, man. You see? And this is what we're doing. This is what the prophets were set up to do. And if they were, truly in their lot and righteousness and in sincerity, this is what they would be doing. And part of the office of a prophet is to warn our people of things to come. But in order to warn our people, and as a watchman, you gotta watch what this devil is doing. You gotta understand what his plans are and filter those things through the scriptures, and then break it down to our people. Rightly and correctly, as the scriptures say, rightly dividing the word of truth. And that's what the true prophets would do. They would be rightly dividing the word of truth. And the truth is, this devil wants to move towards this type of society. This is what he's looking to do. Now, fair use on this video, fair use. I'm only using it for informational purposes, fair use. And this lady says a lot in this video.
Let's talk about Alex. He's in his 50s and generally fit and healthy. It's an ordinary day and he's at work. He feels a bit off, but ignores the symptoms, assuming it's because he's getting older and didn't sleep well the previous night. But Alex's smartwatch, which keeps track of his heart rate, temperature, oxygen saturation, and other vital signs, has sensed that his heart rhythms are out of whack. It turns out that his body is starting to exhibit the symptoms of cardiac arrest.
Now, as I'm playing this video, I want you to think whether a breakdown of the MOTB being sin, if that makes sense, when this is the direction that we're going, the entire world is moving towards. All right. So when you talk about the prophecy and it talks about how you should not buy or sell without the MARK, then you got to think, does the breakdown that Great Millstone is giving you, saying that they want to give you that electronic grain of rice, make sense? Or does the breakdown that you have to, the MARK is sin, so therefore, if you don't take it, you won't be able, if you don't have sin, you won't be able to buy or sell, or however they break it down, if that makes sense. Keep that at front of mind as you're going through this video.
Before things get worse, Alex's watch automatically contacts the paramedics, and he's rushed to the emergency room where the doctors are able to stabilize his condition. He's outfitted with an implanted defibrillator to keep his heart healthy. This defibrillator is connected to the internet, so he can monitor his heart rhythms real time, and his doctor can also see them in real time, remotely at her medical office. These are examples of the Internet of Bodies, an ecosystem of internet-connected devices that can alter the capabilities of our bodies or collect personal, intimate data about us so we can learn more about and improve ourselves. We're currently living in an era that's defined by what people are calling the Internet of Things. This is the network of everything that's connected to the internet, like your car or light bulbs. Think of the Internet of Bodies as a subset of, and a progression of, the Internet of Things. Many devices are moving.
Whoa. So just look at that screenshot there. You got your computer, you got your cell phone, the smartwatch they just mentioned that can automatically track your vitals, so on and so forth. But then what do you have there in that lower right-hand corner? What is that? Okay, now they're breaking down the way that Esau Edom is trying to move with this society. Okay, the direction that things are going in, and what's part of it. What do you see there in that lower right-hand corner? What do you think that is? Okay, that's the C hip. All right, and this is what is a vital part of this devil's plans, man. And you Israelites, yeah, you men that are breaking this thing down wrong, you need to repent, because the evidence is pointing in a direction of them trying to place this thing in your body, as she's going to mention. Let's continue.
Onto and into our bodies. There's a small but growing movement of people who are early adopters of radical technologies like self-implanted devices. These early adopters are giving themselves new capabilities, and the Internet of Bodies is a part of that.
See?
In a lot of ways, these folks are setting trends in how we connect to technology. During my research on the Internet of Bodies as a researcher for the RAND Corporation, I met a man named Aaron who had about 7 microchips implanted in various parts of his hands. These chips are about the size of a grain of rice and are implanted just under the surface of the skin with an enormous syringe. Aaron was able to unlock his smart front door with one microchip and scan another chip with his phone and pull up his personal website. I asked him why he chose to implant these chips inside himself. He answered, "Because I can." Now, I know some of you might start Googling where you can get your microchip implanted, but others of you are probably a bit more cautious about the idea. Even though it's a proven safe technology, it's basically the same technology we use to chip our dogs.
Right, now, you brothers are encouraged to look up this video, as you see the title here, and watch the full video. Okay, I'm going to skip forward a little bit, and then I want to look at the comments, because a lot of people are making the connection to Revelations, the 13th chapter, even in the comments, when it's men that claim to be prophets and men of understanding that cannot make the connection. Okay, and it starts to feel as though it's intentional, because it's so fucking obvious. All right, so let's do this, because she says a lot of good information. She talks about the connectivity here of how everything is going to be connected, about the future. So check this out.
Cellular communication are going to enable more and more devices to connect. The current 4G network can support around 60,000 devices in a square kilometer. In contrast, 5G, by some estimates, is going to be able to support around 1 million devices in the same area. On top of that, advancements in data processing and computing are going to make the Internet of Bodies easier to integrate in our lives. Massive amounts of computing power, in combination with machine learning and artificial intelligence algorithms, are going to allow us to personalize solutions that support how we live, work, and play.
See, everything you're involved in is going to be moved and powered by technology. So why wouldn't there be technology that this devil is trying to corrogment you with? You know, why wouldn't it be physical? Everything he's moving towards is physical, because this is this devil's way of trying to become the most high on this planet Earth. You see? Let me see. Give me a second. Let's get this preset. Isaiah 14:13, it says, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." And this is this devil's goal. This is this devil's goal, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. This is his plan. And his plan is going to be powered by his technology behind the internet of bodies, and each and every person being integrated into the technology by way of receiving a C-hip. That's going to be the way of integrating the technology within you so that you can be integrated into the internet of bodies so that you can be part of the system. The part of the system is going to be powered by this 5G. All of these things that she's mentioning in this video. Hey, this is the correct breakdown and understanding of Revelations 13. Those that have the eyes to see, hey, they're going to see it. It's all going to make sense. So we're going to continue forward, and I'm going to move forward to this.
Bodies will be able to automatically interact with your smart home and other Internet of Things devices. So your smart underwear could automatically connect to your smart thermostat, and you wouldn't even need to think about adjusting the temperature in your house. Electronics are so advanced that in some cases we can safely ingest them, and they can measure what's going on inside our bodies. In the near future, imagine that you pop an electronic pill that measures the nutrients and bacteria in your gut, and you're informed that you're low on vitamin D. So you go and sit outside in the sun. And while these are examples of devices at the individual level, we can also think about how they'll impact us at the community level. Maybe the Internet of Bodies can help us stop the next pandemic. In addition to the contact tracing apps on our phones, one day we could have sensors on our masks or on public toilets, doorknobs, and elevator buttons, and we might know exactly where a disease has spread. And if you can take one more technological leap with me, I'd like to take you even farther into the future. It's going to be even more radical. Here are 3 areas that researchers are working on. 1, you might start wearing contact lenses even if you don't need your vision corrected, because your smart contact lenses will be able to tell you the weather forecast or the name and title of the new person you're about to run into. 2,
see, this is what Esau imagines for his world. All right. So it doesn't make sense that sin would be the charagma. Everything that he's pushing towards is the integration between, man and machine, man and technology. It makes perfect sense. Okay. Now, I really want you to hear what she has to say at the end, because it brings everything in Revelations 13:16 on down full circle. Okay.
you'll be able to control your smartphone from your eyes, and videos will be beamed directly into your contact lenses. And 3, a built-in personal assistant could be implanted right into your brain. Instead of typing up your shopping lists or social media posts on a keyboard, you could have a brain-computer interface that automatically types your words when you simply think about them.
Hey, can it get any more obvious? Okay. Hey, these men that are speaking up against what we're teaching when we're breaking this down, hey, the Lord has deceived these men, and anyone that's following them are being deceived. This is Ezekiel 14:9. It says, and if the prophet be deceived when he hath spoken a thing, I, the Lord Yahweh, have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. You see? It says, and they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity and punishment of the prophet. It says, and they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him. All right. Okay. So those that are listening to the prophet, you're going to be punished too. Okay. Why? Because you've already set it in your mind to do the thing that you ought not, man. You already set it in your mind that it's okay to take the C-hip because you've been taught so. All right. So you've been deceived by the prophet that's been deceived by the Lord. Okay. And a lot of men are gonna get destroyed, man, because they are too prideful to repent, admit that they're wrong, okay, and change their ways. Hey, this if it's not obvious to you at this point, then it never will be, man. They just went into the whole brain chip and all that, man. So let's look at these comments, man. Look, nobody is on board with this shit. This is Esau's, bugged out fucking idea so that he can control every person on this planet Earth, man. Cause he's crazy like that. And the Lord is gonna allow him to make progress, all right, in this whole MOTB venture up to a certain point in a certain degree, and then he's gonna cast him down. He's gonna destroy him. So as you see, it says the future we never asked for and never wanted. No thanks. We are truly living in an insane asylum, and this is pure insanity. See, so what happens when the paramedics show up and you're absolutely fine? So information is gonna be communicated from inside of your body without you even wanting that information to be communicated, man. There ain't gonna be no turning it off. This is how this devil imagines that he's gonna be omnipotent, like Yahweh Shem Shai, that he knows all, sees all, knows all things. This is his pseudo way of achieving that. See, leave us alone, you totalitarian psychopaths. You see what I'm saying? It says here, I just saw a video of Klaus, the dark Sith Lord wannabe, that says every human will have implants in their brains. Come on, man. These are the movers and shakers of the society, okay? That are saying things that align with what we're breaking down in the scriptures. Why? Because the Lord has given us the truth, the true prophets, okay? Amos 3:7. He revealed his secrets to his servants, the prophets. The true servants are given the warning, all right? Look at this. Revelations 13, right there on the comment board. Let's see if it shows up more. Look at this. See? So these random people can see it. Hey, they can see it. Go through our breakdown and then watch this video, and you can see that it all makes sense. Hey, if the Lord give you the eyes to see. There's no technology that Esau Edom has that can't be hacked. So let's say you put a fucking C-hip in your brain, right? And they can communicate all this stuff on it. They package it up. That's part of Esau's deception. They make it sound real fucking fly, right? But what happens when a communication is outside of your control and someone else is controlling what's communicating in your fucking brain and telling you what you're supposed to think, giving you thoughts that you don't want? You see that? You see the deception behind this? You see the type of control this devil can have, man. Says, who thinks this is a good idea? Our eyes are the windows to our soul. This just makes me physically ill just watching this. These people ain't on board with this shit, man. This is the start of the tribulations. Man, oh man. See? So, hey, hey, look at this. They even said the beast system. So what's wrong with you Israelite teachers out there? What's wrong with you Watchmen for Israel? What's wrong with you IUIC? How come y'all can't get it? Is there someone holding you back from speaking the truth? Or is it just that the Lord didn't give you the understanding? Because even these normal Joe Schmoes, these normal citizens can see this shit, man. So why can't you? So anyway, like I said, man, the Spirit jumped on me. This is the future that Esau envisions for his world, okay? But the Lord is going to disappoint him, but in doing that, he gonna deceive a lot of people into taking his mark. And you Israelites, man, hey, this topic keeps coming up because this thing is near, and you have been warned. So be not deceived. All right, be not deceived. Be not ignorant of any matter, great or small. Look into this, okay, and pray that the Lord opens up your eyes, because hey, we giving you the truth. Don't take the C hit. Shalom.